deadly, mastermind, dangerous. These are just a few of the words that describe Danny Johnson, the most powerful ghost face of all time. Now that we're done with the Scream killers in the actual Scream movie universe, I figured I'd do a little bonus episode discussing the strongest ghost face of them all, Danny Johnson, who, in case you don't know, is from the iconic horror game Dead by Daylight. Now, in case you don't know the story of Danny Johnson, let me fill you in. It's basically a Peter Parker Spider-Man situation. He's a reporter and he does the newspaper, and basically what he did is he killed people as the ghost face and then he reported stories on them. And you gotta consider how calculating he was. I mean, he would stalk his victims for weeks to memorize their routines, and then whenever he felt the urge to kill, he would choose the most vulnerable at the time he felt the urge to kill, break into their house and murder them. And he wasn't quick either. From what I understand, he was pretty grotesque. He managed to get a bunch of kills and also get a lot of money from it because, I mean, it was his career to essentially report on what he did. And the day that he was declared as the Ghostface was when he essentially released a video capturing the Ghostface on camera. And it shows him like breaking into someone's house. So what could have driven Danny Johnson to do this? Well, I think the answer to this might be very simple. Money. The more stories you produce, the more reporting you do, the more money you're gonna make, and it can be quite profitable to be a reporter. But also, it's mainly for pleasure. I mean, he said he loves to kill. I mean, he could just like report on anything and make it seem interesting. He's described as an amazing, trustworthy guy, but obviously, we know he's not because he's Ghostface. So money could have been a factor, but mainly, he just really wanted to kill. And he turned out to be such a good serial killer that the entity called him into the fog, and now he's hunting the survivors. But his problems might go a little bit deeper. I mean, he is so calculating, so this tells you that all of the murders he does are premeditated, and it's always someone he has a personal connection with, someone who he hates. So maybe he targets people who wronged him. We don't get any information about who the people he targets are. We just get that their age range is from like, I don't know, young adult to like 90s. So maybe it's also his way at getting back at the world for all the wrongs it has done to him. I mean, really, most of this is just speculation, considering how little information we have. But what we can say for sure is that he really enjoys it, so he is what we call a thrill killer. And money might be a factor, but also vengeance. I'd say vengeance and being a thrill killer are the two main factors. Money, that's just speculation, but the other two I think are definite. So thank you all very much for watching this episode of Unlocking the Mind of a Killer, and thank you so much for 500 subscribers. And until next time, toodles.